what this is about. You know what I love. I love PlayStation. And I have to admit, I watched Microsoft last night and I was impressed. I thought Microsoft did a good job. There basically was like a Sony conference from like 2 years ago, and they stole Sony's model and it worked for them. And of course they brought out the new machine and we all saw that and saw some of the stuff they put out for it. Some incredible games, a couple of really great exclusives from Microsoft. Not a lot of new stuff, but definitely tantalising stuff. Sony came along tonight, and although there were a couple of things we've seen before, we saw them in a whole new light. We saw way more of God of War. Didn't get to see the play with the boy like I predicted, but we did see more. We saw more of the world, more of the lore, and it's definitely confirmed that it's definitely his son. I can't remember if we heard his name or not, but yeah, wow. Detroit Become Human looks amazing. Now we actually have a plot, and it's like, yeah, it definitely is a slavery story. Awesome! I'm really hyped for it. It looks amazing. And it's like, and I like the fact that like there's going to be all these different factions. I mean, you'll have your Kara going about, you'll have your cop android going about, and you'll have the two sort of freedom fighters going about, and oh wow! I mean, and there was like incredible stuff, and there was some great VR games. I loved the look of some of those, especially the one where it's up like you've got like that South American sport where you got those big sort of hoopy, sort of tubey thing you fire in the ball. It's just like a shield and you fire the ball anyway and you try to get the guy out and just wow. And it's just like the Skyrim VR, even though I don't like Skyrim, that is still big. I mean, I thought that was the kind of thing that Bethesda were going to hold solely for things like Oculus, where you have a meaty PC to carry that, but that's going to be on PSVR. Oh my god. And it's like Spider-Man was just like it just looks so clean, so awesome, so mobile, so actually Spider-Man. And yeah, it just like Days Gone just was like wow. I mean, when you saw like the freaker grizzly bear and like the freaker wolves and using the freakers as a weapon against an encampment of bad dudes, and even though I tried the stream on both YouTube and on Twitch and it kept going, doing the thing, and then it would stop dead, and then it would do the thing it was doing just about a second and a half back or 2 seconds back, and it would repeat itself, and it did that loads. Didn't do it quite as much on YouTube, but it still did it enough to be annoying. I still enjoyed it. And the bit at the beginning with the music and like yeah, that was really really nice. It was like really mellow music, really set an interesting mood. And that DLC for Horizon Zero Dawn, and considering that like they'd come and said, no, we're not doing DLC for Horizon Zero Dawn, no, way too soon. There it was. It looked awesome. Everything just looked awesome. And even though I said that I wish Microsoft the best of luck, and I thought they deserved to win because they really upped their game. And the fact of the matter was, the way the PlayStation one was paced, even though it was just as thick with games, I just believe the pacing was better. And they didn't start everything with exclusive. It's just like and it just had a better energy. The crowd seemed more enthusiastic. I mean, okay, the sound was a bit low at the beginning, but the internet, it's never a perfect tool. But yeah, and I even saw the PlayStation Access guys in the audience, and they looked like they were having fun. I mean, there was a VR fishing game that's connected to to Final Fantasy, and I didn't see any Final Fantasy actually. Come to think of it, didn't see anything from Crash Bandicoot. The new Uncharted game looks really tasty. I would definitely like to get my hands on that actually. And it was just like they just kept going. Sony knocked it out of the park. In terms of style, presentation, pacing, even though they don't have a new bit of equipment, they remind us that they have been innovating continuously. And when it's time, in another couple of years, they'll innovate with a proper full upgrade of the system, and I do honestly suspect it's going to completely and utterly wee on Microsoft's cornflakes. Sad to say, because Microsoft have put a lot of time and effort into that Xbox One X. I'm still getting used to that name. I think it's a bit of a silly name, but you know, you got to call it something. I would have thought they would have gone with Xbox Elite, because that sounds more ooh. But you know, who am I? I'm just a bloke on the internet. But yeah, PlayStation 1, I'm going to have to watch it again so it doesn't do the stopping and starting like I was getting, or the repeating back on itself continuously. But even with that, I thoroughly enjoyed it. There was nothing that really made me go, I mean, sometimes they're a bit too heavy on the crowd shots, but then that was a nice transition. It's sort of like, yeah, you can see, you know, like the crowd and stuff, so you're not just looking at a black screen while they set up the next video. So, you know, that was an interesting editorial decision. And yeah, I mean, it's coming on 3:30 here. Had to set up the green screen. I didn't think I was going to be making a video. I thought this was just going to be, yeah, PlayStation conference. I'll probably make a video tomorrow once I've seen the videos again and summed them up and really sort of had time to digest them. But no, I had to get the green screen up. I had to make this video because, wow. I'm sorry, Microsoft, but yeah, Sony did it again. Even with the lack of new equipment, or your adding of new equipment, Sony still did it. I don't know how they do this, you know, they just do. It's like Sean Lane's really settled into the role of presenter, even though he was only on stage for what, like a couple of minutes at max. Wow. You know, we've got very little dates. We got a couple of years for things. We got years for Skyrim. We got years for Spider-Man. I think we got one God of War. I can't remember. I was just too busy going. Yeah. I'm just buzzing. It's like yeah. I've been tired all day at work because I was up last night with the Microsoft thing, and I actually couldn't. I had to get up for work and stuff, but I don't care. I'm just like, wow. Wow. What can I say? I'm very happy. Sony looks like they've definitely, you know, pulled the rabbit from the hat and gone, ta-da! Uber rabbit. Okay, I don't sound like such a pony here. I know I'm a PlayStation guy, but I do like to think of myself as being reasonably objective. But no, Sony did it. I mean, I'm sorry, but Sony did it. It's that simple. VR looked good. I predicted there wouldn't be any indie stuff. I said that on the stream. I said there would be no indie stuff, and yeah, we didn't get any announcements about PlayStation Vita, but you know, you can't have everything. They've got to hold some stuff back for PSX. And we got dates for PSX. So the PSX dates, if you didn't catch the announcement, is going to be the 9th and the 10th of December. Now obviously there might be a little bit of leeway in that considering you know, time zones and stuff, but there you go, 9th and 10th of December. So if you're an international viewer or whatever and you fancy going, get your time booked off work, you know, get your travel arrangements sorted out. Or like if you're like me and you can't afford it, you already used your electronic timetable device from your job that your work has given you, and already about an hour and a half ago put the time in for being off work so I can watch it. It's going to be awesome! Because if this is what they did at E3, and we always know that PSX is always like 2 to 3 times better than what they do at E3, then PSX this year is going to be a mind blower. You know, it just is. It's going to be awesome. And, you know, even if they don't give us PSN name change like we keep hearing was going to happen and never does, and I'm beginning to doubt ever will, it was still awesome. So, yeah, I've rambled long enough, guys. I'm just like... yeah. Please remember to rate, favourite, comment, share, subscribe. Remember, there are changes coming. Stay tuned to the channel for the changes. You will hear about them after Refree. And of course, as always, I nay bother.